Relevant Boxing Talk. I'm back. We are back to talk all things boxing relevant and all things relevant to boxing. So, Terrence Bud Crawford is for a fact overlooking Errol Spence. But is that a problem? Being that in the first fight, um, his performance was so dazzling, I mean, knocking Spence down three times and stopping him in the ninth. Um, does it concern Bud Bud's fan base that he is grossly overlooking Spence in the rematch? So at this point, we know that Spence has activated his rematch clause, and the fight is on. We don't know specific details at this time, such as the weight class it'll be at, and the exact date, location, etc. But the rematch is activated and it is on. So, um, what's up with Bud? What's up with Bud? He's at it again. You know, after his his vintage performance over Errol Spence Jr., he said that he would rematch him at the desired 154 pounds. But in recent time, he's now saying that, well, not he, but his homie, Steven Nelson, he's a boxer. I think he boxed at like light heavy or something like that. But he's saying, no, not light heavy. Anyway, that Bud has offered the fight to Spence at the welterweight, and he can either take it or leave it. They really don't want him to take it, as they see it as, quote, a waste of time, unquote. And yeah, and his Steven Nelson has got just going back and forth with some fans over this comment, holding it down for Bud Crawford, I guess, being one of his mouthpieces. Um, and Bud is really doing his press tour now. He's come out after this performance in a sense, because he's on everybody's podcast. I think I seen him on like a Good Morning show once, and he seems like he likes it. He seems to be have a sense of relief that he's finally got what he and his crew knew he had the whole time. He's getting his press tour now by way of it. So he's also talking about, we already know, but prior to the fight, he's talking about fighting Jermell Charlo at 154. That was before Jermell Charlo was offered the Canelo fight at 168. Now that fight is happening at 168, Terrence Bud Crawford is talking about fighting the winner, with the hopes that that winner will be Canelo Alvarez. But Crawford has been tweeting back and forth with not only Jermell Charlo, but also Canelo Alvarez. Um, um, just saying a bunch of exchanges. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I know that has happened. So it's safe to say that Terrence want payday. We know that. You know, Not. I mean, he's worthy of that. When you look at how he handled his contract negotiations for this fight with Errol Spence. It was very Terrence want payday ish, you know. Immediately after the win, he's he's talking about divisions are there for a reason. I won't fight past. I can't remember what he said. 160, and it only took a matter of days, and now he's talking about entertaining fighting Canelo at 160. That's just interesting right there. That I must say that is interesting. Such a change of verbiage, of things that you're actually saying, and of course it is his right to do that. But how can your fan base keep up with you? You're here, you're there. A little haphazard kind of approach to your career. I mean, I wish you absolute success, brother, man. But no one's against you getting your tokens. But I mean, what's wrong with staying in your lane? You got the whole 154. You could definitely be undisputed there. And who's at 160? Well, that's Demetrius Andre, and he moved up to 168 though. So I can't think off the top of my head who's at 160, but anyway, you got 154 right there. Why not be 3-time undisputed? Beating up on them guys, but yet you are ready to you're entertaining succeed, giving up your A side leverage that you recently just acquired from Errol Spence. But with all this, all this said, his newfound fame and his newfound fame, his willingness to be swayed, his entire fan base clamoring, about his greatness, which he is. He definitely is, a generational great for sure. Suggesting that Errol Spence needs to retire, like right now, and these things. I mean, Terrence Crawford hears this, and his response is to never mind the fight that he's contractually obligated to participate in. The question is bagged: is he in the right mind state for this rematch? And to that, I say this in a very Terrence Crawford-like manner. You should focus on your next fight before you don't make it to the payday fight. Relevant boxing talk.